Welcome back to Pappawls projects. Today we're working on the old farm truck. Let me show you what we're doing. We're working on the old brakes. The old dreaded brakes nobody wants to work on. Yep. All I'm really after is get the front brakes working, because I'm just going to drive around the yard. I need to move it over to my little work area, workshop, I don't know, makeshift garage, whatever you want to call it. That's what I'm working on today. Hopefully I can get it to stop, if I ever get it to go. That's in another episode. So this is what I was thinking. I've been tinkering with this behind the scenes, trying to get the brakes to work. And I thought about plugging the front, which goes for the rear brakes, and using the back for the front brakes. And I'll show you what bad things happen in uno momento. Is as I messed with the master cylinder yesterday, I noticed an odd occurrence that the rear was squirting fine, but I feel like I'm getting rust and stuff out of it. If you can see, I mean, it's pretty rusty. I'm getting some ugly fluid out of it from time to time. You want to look in there? Let's take a gander at it. And if you see, I've cleaned that 3 times and it still keeps coming back. So it makes me think that it's rusted down in there. Well, let me push the brake pedal and let's look at what's happening. See how the rear keeps going and the front stops? Primary is working fine, but the secondary isn't. And why it stops, I have no idea. But with the rust that's going on and everything, this is what my solution is. My solution is pull the master cylinder off and see if we can't clean inside of this. Maybe we'll clean the outside too and paint it. I don't know. But that's what we're going to do now, is pull that off and take it apart. Another thing to push this in, don't mind my vise. I don't have, listen, I've been telling myself I need to buy a bench vise. For some reason, I keep talking myself out of it. So this is what I got. I use this to do golf clubs and stuff, golf grips and everything, but the way this, so I'm thinking if I push this in, I should be able to get that clip out. And hopefully it ain't hard to do. Maybe, see, you come out here, maybe, and the clip is out. I don't want to let this go because it makes me nervous. And the fact that it didn't want to release and come out like it should makes me believe what I suspect is true, that there's rust in there. Okay, so this is where we're at. I'll take some Scotch-Brite, shove that piston in far enough to clean around there to get that rust knocked down, and it slipped right out, which is perfect. And if you can see this mess, it's got, let me get you in here, look at this. It's like gravel or something in there. I don't know what that is. Looks like it's coming off the spring, and this is super rusted how I thought it'd be. That is nasty. And I think that's a problem with it. Now supposedly that other piston's supposed to come out. Might pop off, but it may not. Okay, I got the other one out. This one ain't any better. And the rings don't look shot. Everything just looks gunky. Does that come off? Yep. The ring come off? Yep. I mean, the rings look like they're in good shape. It's just everything else is trash. So, what happens if we clean it up a little bit? Trying to keep the Scotch-Brite off that gasket. But I'm just going around the edge there and trying to knock some of that off. I just want it to slide like it's supposed to slide. We'll keep looking at it. And we'll keep messing with it. We're just cleaning it. We're not trying to change dimensions. We're just cleaning. And we're trying to protect that gasket in there. But all these edges that rub the inside is all I'm after, to trying to get it to work right. Well, it's pretty clean, I guess. The gasket cleaned up, so we can get the rest of it. That probably comes out if I ask it to nicely. And if you've never taken apart a master cylinder, don't worry. Neither have I. I think that's clean. We'll slide that back in. Now I'll try to remember how it goes back together. I think this slides on here, and this slides on there. Maybe. Or maybe it's the other way. I don't know. We're still cleaning. Clean the primary. I guess it's primary. It's bigger than the other one, so I assume it's primary. If you can see, I can kind of get my thumbnail in there and pull that down some as I go around, so I'm not nicking it. It doesn't seem like much, but that does a lot with the brakes. You need that seal to keep the fluid to go in the right direction. You kind of need that to turn, and I don't think it's going to. I need to be able to get it out. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Some of biscuit. I got it out. Now I'm just going to scrub the safe areas, or I don't lose it again. At least I was smart enough to cut it down so I didn't shove the whole thing down in there. Wish I could tell you this is going to fix it, but I have no idea. As I said, can't break broke, so it'll be alright. You can't see down in there, but I mean, it looks cleaner. Guess I need to clean that one too. Can I? No, I don't think I can. I think all I can do is spray it around it and hope for the best. It looks like there's a gasket or something right there. And I can't get down in there very well. So, there's that. And this here, I'm going to start with this. Give it more spraying. Make sure we got everything copacetic. I guess at this point I can drop that back in there. Given I'm doing it the right way. I think I am. If not, I'll find out the hard way that I screwed up. So, this one. I don't know. Kind of like it. This probably would be easier in the vise. But who knows? I ain't gonna lie, I kind of like that pops out that way. But it still makes me nervous because if I lose stuff, I'm screwed. Oh yeah, supposed to be using a screwdriver for that. So I can get it to go farther because my thumb only goes so far. This I didn't think it was. Maybe it is. No. There. Well, we got that done. So, I guess we're going back to the vise anyway because I need to make sure it works. And if you're like I am and have brake fluids strategically placed everywhere, it all works fine. Oh, this is already open. Check that out. I forgot to bring the damn thing. Oh, here we go. First screwdriver. I mean, it seems to be priming. I'll show you what I mean. You might be able to see the air bubbles coming up here. So, I need to prime the master cylinder anyway because it was bone dry. So that'll give it a minute. But there is contaminants in there and that's a little annoying. I can see all the specks. I scrubbed that place on the secondary again. I was able to get Scotch Brite down in there. And maybe that'll fix the contaminant problem. So I'm gonna put this back on and see where we stand with everything. Which, if it isn't fine, just means I have to buy another one, which was the plan at first anyway. So, I mean, it's not like it's gonna cause a big rift in my head. Just cause one in my bank account, which is why I'm trying not to buy everything brand new for this truck. I don't know how much of it works and how much of it doesn't. So part of the issue to working on this truck to me is I haven't had to use standard tools in a while, because I've been using metric, because most of the stuff I work on is a lot newer. If you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know that this is the first. So I'm gonna work on getting these bleeder screws out. I already got the driver's side out. Took some persuasion. A little heating, cooling, heating. Heating, cooling. But I got it out. Ran a chaser down it. Put a little thread seal in it. It's not necessary, but I got thread sealing on it anyway. And I'm gonna do it on the passenger side. I don't know if I'm gonna mess with the rear brakes or not. This is a conversion kit. They put rotors on it, took drums off. I think it's supposed to have drums. I don't remember. I don't know. I ain't got that far. This is 53 years old. I don't know if it's supposed to have drums or not. But anywho, I'm working on getting this out. With a little heat, WD-40. Little heat, WD-40. You can do it yourself. I'm not going to show you how. I'm not going to be responsible if you burning down your rig. But I will tell you that I'm trying to keep the tire from getting hot and make sure my brake line don't get hot. All I want to get hot is the screw. So let's get on that, see when we get done. Not gonna say what I did was right or wrong, but I did it. Now, gonna let it cool off. I think I got the rust heated up enough. WD-40, maybe it'll suck it in there, maybe it won't, I don't know. But let it cool down. Can make her mess with it, see what's up. And then I gotta figure out what this is. It's a quad track. I didn't think it'd have something to lock hubs in, but I don't know. We'll learn it together. There, we got it out. Maybe you can see it better if I put some light on it. If you know, let's just say I got that out without breaking it. So we'll just say if you know, you know. Now, I got a hole. For that particular hole, I gotta put something in it. And I don't know where my putting stuff in it stuff is. Now, run my chaser in there. As you probably can't see down in there, but it is nasty. So, you gotta know the difference between a chaser and a tap. And I can tell you that you don't want a tap in this because we're not making new threads, so you want a chaser. Y'all can probably see that better than I can because I got the camera right in my way. But luckily, I got 2 feet of clearance, so that should work fine. Tighten it up and back it off. Tighten it up back it off. And the last thing you're going to do is horse on this thing, because if you snap this off, you're in a world of hurt. But if you can see again, put some light on it. It's got these little creases in it here and these gaps. Helps get the debris out the way. And we did all that just to put a new thingamabob in there. Brake bleeder screw. Make sure this is the one that fits. Had to get your universal kit because I didn't know what size went in there. But now I do. So, yellow thread sealer, because why not? Now, we got thread sealer on there. You'll notice I didn't pack it in all the way around, because honestly, when you start threading it in there, it's going to go around the threads anyway. And the only reason I'm putting this in there is because I'm going to be bleeding the brakes. And I don't want anything coming out from around the threads. I want them coming out of the hole where it's supposed to. So we're putting this in there to make it seem like we're doing the right thing. Because I don't want air or anything getting in there. So they're going to put it on their little socket. Tighten it down a little bit. I'm going to back it off just a smidgen. We're going to throw some brake fluid in that, see if it starts seeping out. Let's hope it comes out there. It might take it a minute. I accidentally let that thing run dry the other day. But we'll leave it there. Let's see what we can get out of it. We'll check back in a few minutes. We're still going extra. Hey, here's my 1/2-inch ratchet. That makes sense. Moving away to the other side. I found that spring. Sweet. I mean, it looks like, honestly, I got a lot of air out of the system. And I may have all the old stuff out of it too. No. Okay. We got to the clear stuff. No air's coming out. I act like I know what I'm doing. And close off the bleeder screw before I pull the hose off. Because I kind of need that seal around it so it doesn't suck air back into it. So, got the brakes done. Glad to have that done. I think it'll work. Gotta get her started first. That's what's coming on next. I may be having trouble remembering the firing order. I won't give any indications of how I'm keeping track of that. But anyway, that should be the next episode. You get it running, then we can test the brakes. Till then, see you.